Hi, we after building our itinerary, we need to proceed with the next tab to be able to attach the rates because here we see the rates for guide cost and guide accommodation. But we need to proceed. The next tab is transportation. So you click on it, and and here you have this free field to be able to enter the transportation details, packs brackets, if it is with FOC, for tour leaders, vehicle type, you can add it manually, but the system allows you to choose it from the defaults, and these defaults should be entered already by your by someone who builds your database. Now, how you find the default and what is actually this transportation default? This is a transportation plan that you have to decide beforehand if this packs brackets and which vehicle types you need for these packs bracket, and the transportation service, if it is full day, half day, and the system will take the rates from transportation contracts for this service and for this vehicle type, and you will see already the rates here, just to show you how what is the transportation default for you to understand. For example, here we have default FITs. This is for a demo, of course, and you will have some more, maybe standard vehicles, luxury vehicles, or with free of charge, without free of charge. You'll see this free of charge transportation plans later, but just here for you to understand what is the transportation default. Here we decide, and this should be done by the person who builds your database. Here we have the packs brackets, and for groups it can be different. We have here the packs brackets. Here we specify if we need space for in the vehicle for a tour leader, or it is without tour leader. Here we specify the vehicle type. Is for one packs it's car, for second packs it's car, starting from three it's already minivan, and here you we specify the transportation company, that the system will go to the contract of this company and will take the rate for minivan if you are quoting for 3 person. For groups, you can have here already like really big brackets from 11 to 14. It's small bus. Anyway, the system will take the small bus rate and will divide it by 11 because your packs number starts from 11. This should be done and saved by default. And while doing a quotation, you need to go to the defaults, and you see the list of the defaults here. And if you are doing a quotation for FIT, or yeah, the list of this can be different, and it depends on the destination and the way that you are quoting. So we click on the default. So this is default FITs, and we import the default. When you import the default, the system shows you the default brackets that you have in your defaults. Here it brings also the vehicle type, number of vehicles, transportation company, and brings already the rates that we have in the contract. If you want to change this default bracket, you can do it here. For example, here we have two, two, but you want to have it three, and you want to have minivan, for example. You click on it and you save. So this is just if you want to change the pax bracket, or for example in the groups, when you want to have exact number of the packs. So from here we have 11 to 14, but you want to code only like exactly for 12 packs, you can change the packs bracket here. This is the field to change it. This is the transportation default, and here we have the same options to calculate, recalculate all, recalculate every record, and again add manually if you want to add something that is not in the defaults, and again an option to delete it. How you can, this is the rate for the whole itinerary for one pax. This is whole the transportation rate for the whole itinerary. um but if you want to see the rates day by day, we have here an option to click more details. You click on the rate and you see the breakdown of the transportation rate day by day. So the first day, and here you will see how this $512 like came. The first day we have airport transfer, and we have this amount for the transfer rate. The next day we have the second day, we have a half day, and the rate is this. So you see here breakdown day by day, the vehicle type for each day, the kilometers, and here you have a bus service and the amount that we have by default for this service. But here you have an option again to change manually the transportation cost. So you know that for this certain quotation you want to quote half day to be 110, you can change it manually here and save, and the total cost will be changed. um yeah, this is for the transportation. And if you want to recalculate all, please note that the rate that we changed will be here. We change manually will be changed if we recalculate that. So always be careful before recalculating all the whole tab. Thank you.